everyone, it is time to go through my most favorite books of 2016. It has been too long to go without you seeing the books that I liked. I've just had to make a lot of videos to get to this point, okay? Here it is. I only have three. I have a top three, but I have some honorable mentions. I just feel like they're not at the top quite there, but they're good. First off is a memoir, the only memoir that I read last year. I'm getting to get through one memoir a year, and that is You're Never Weird on the Internet Almost by Felicia Day. I really enjoyed this book. Just getting to know the struggles that Felicia had to go through to get to where she is today, and she is definitely someone that I admire for what she has done for the internet world and for nerdy girls like me. The next is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This was a very enjoyable read for me. I enjoyed the plot and the things that happen in the book, and I'm kind of vague on that because I remember the experience of enjoying reading it but don't remember much of the details. That's why it's not my favorites, like the top of my favorites. But I am definitely going to get to the rest of the series in the next coming year and enjoy it. The last of my honorable mentions is a trilogy, and that is the Grisha trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I really enjoyed this series. I read this in September for RibSat. I completed a RibSat. I plan on reading those 3 books, and I read those books. Just the whole story arc that happened within those books was just, it was good. I really liked it. Memories. And now we get to my top 3 books of the year. I am going in chronological order of when I read them. They're not in any best order. These are just my favorite reads of this year. Let's get into it. The first book is Red Shirts by John Scalzi. I read this last January. I loved it so much. I love the nostalgic feel I got from it because I grew up watching Star Trek and a lot of sci-fi shows on TV, so it really resonated with me. I loved how meta this book is. So much. Just how self-aware they became in this book. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. I don't know how it resonates with people who have never really watched Star Trek or not really into sci-fi, so you might not like it if you're not into science fiction. But if you do and you haven't read this, Red Shirts. Next I have The First 15 Lives of Harry August. Another book I just absolutely loved by Claire North. This is about Harry August, who is able to relive his life over and over again in a sort of immortal kind of way. I don't know if I would want to relive my life over and over again. Maybe I'd do some things differently. I definitely would do things differently. I really loved the feeling I got from this of intellectual discourse talking about ethics of time travel, because living your life over and over again and kind of getting to change things is sort of a way of time traveling. You get to travel back to the past, relive your life, and change some things. And whether or not you should or not, especially with big events like World War II, Vietnam, like things like that, deals with consequences of changing things. And there is kind of like a Sherlock Moriarty rivalry between 2 of the characters in this book, which I absolutely love because they were able to challenge each other mentally, and I just love that. I love this book so much. I do. This next book, I told you was coming back. I told you in my December wrap-up it was coming back. Every Heart Adore by Seanan McGuire. Love this book. Love this book. Last book of the year, and it made my top list because it is nice and pretty and I love it. And I want to reread it right now. I probably should. I am filming back to back, so I've just gushed about this a whole bunch for my December wrap up. So if you want to see me gush more about this book, go watch that. So that is my favorite books of 2016. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed those books. I did. I really did. And I hope I have more favorites to showcase at the end of this year and not just have 3 and honorable mentions. I wanted to have more, but out of the 42 books that I read this year, only 3 made the top. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!